Take a slow, deep breath. Let this moment reach your heart. This isn't random. This is not by chance. It's part of a greater plan. My hand brought you here. You didn't come because you just felt like it, you came because I led you. Even before time began, I had already planned this moment with you in mind. This isn't just another video. This is heaven speaking directly to your soul. That feeling inside, whether it's peace, a strange pull, or the tear about to fall, is your spirit knowing that I am here. I know your heart. I know how you've been looking for signs and quietly asking questions no one else hears. I heard your last prayer before you went to sleep. I saw you in your lowest moment. I understood the words you didn't say. Even when you thought I was quiet, I was working behind the scenes. Every small event in the last few days was getting you ready for this exact moment. Right now, you could be anywhere. Maybe you're tired, upset, or don't know what to believe in anymore. Maybe you've even wanted to give up. But still, I came to you because there's no place too far for my love to reach. No darkness is stronger than my light. Today, I call you by name. Today, I give your spirit a fresh place to stand. Today, I break the hidden chains that made your heart feel stuck. This moment is not small, this is a shift, and it began the second you started this video. Don't let your mind wander. Don't ignore what's happening right now. There's something holy around you. Heaven is close. Angels are near. Something powerful is being released. But you must notice it, because the way you respond will shape how much of it you receive. I am not a quiet whisper from far away. I am a living voice inside of you, and I'm here to remind you that you were chosen, set apart, and gently led to this place by me. It wasn't an ad. It wasn't some random online suggestion. It was my hand guiding you. You asked for help, and I came close. You asked if I still speak, and now I answer you with clarity and strength. Yes, I speak, and I'm speaking to you now. Look around, maybe nothing outside looks different, but something deep inside you is beginning to shift. It feels like something is unlocking, like a heavy burden is being lifted, like parts of your heart are waking up after being quiet for too long. That's me. That's my presence. My spirit is speaking to your spirit, letting you know you're not alone, you never were. As you hear my words, I'm cleaning the air around your heart. I'm peeling away the layers of doubt built by hard times. I'm removing the blocks that pain has placed. I'm waking up your spirit again. I'm helping you believe again. Because before I give you all I've been holding for you, I need your faith to return. I need your heart to dream again. I need you to see me again as your father. This moment, right now, is doing that. I know the tears you've swallowed. I know the days when your smile hid your pain. I know those nights when you didn't want to go on, but still, you stayed. You kept moving forward, even when you were tired, even when you were scared. And I saw it all. I am the one who notices the quiet strength, the hidden loyalty, the silent prayers. I see the worth in things no one else sees. I celebrate the fights no one else knew you had. I go where the world doesn't look, and I've come to your heart now. Your simple choice to be here is unlocking things you can't see yet. Don't think this is small. It's not about routine. It's about real connection. This is about purpose, about timing. One chapter is closing, and a new one is starting, and deep inside, you can feel it. That's why your heart is beating faster. That's why the noise around you seems to fade away, because your soul is waking up. And once that happens, nothing else can fill the emptiness. You can't act like nothing is happening, because something truly is, because I am right here. Type your faith now. I know I've been called. It's more than a comment. It's a sign of something deeper. It's a way of saying, I receive this. I'm ready, I agree, I'm in step. And I see every act of faith. I welcome every move toward me. I treasure every heart that opens, even if it's been broken, because I don't ask for perfection. I ask for your heart. And right now, you're giving it. Breathe deeply, because this is more than a message. This is the start of healing, of discovery, of wonders. And it began when you realized this was never random, it was my hand. As you keep listening, something in the spiritual world has already started to move. What's being given right now isn't just a good idea or something to feel inspired by. It's a decision straight from heaven. It's written, sealed, and full of my power. And this decision carries your name. It's not written in ink but in glory. Not in normal words but in words that carry my strength. And now it's coming to life. You're here at just the right time. You're in the right place. And you're listening with an open heart. Since the world began, there have always been special moments when heaven leans down and speaks clearly, and this is one of those moments. I'm speaking words that shift the path ahead, that open new doors, that close painful chapters and begin new, beautiful ones. This word is not just for anyone, it's for you. It's your answer, your turning point, your gift of grace. And it stayed hidden until now, because I knew that this exact moment in your life would be the right time for you to receive it. Now, with full purpose, I speak over you. No more shortage, no more blocked paths, no more long nights filled with worry about the future. A time of supply begins today. Understand, nothing I do is by chance. My ways are always in order. My steps are always exact. The angels working for you now weren't sent just today. They were already in place, waiting for the moment your spirit said yes, waiting for your faith to rise above the fear, waiting for your heart to quiet the noise. And now that your spirit is open, they've received their orders. They carry this message like a key that opens what was locked, a key that brings life to what felt stuck. And why now? Because a cry came up to me. Because your tears were seen as precious. Because you kept going, even when you had nothing left. And I see all of it. I remember the ones who didn't walk away, even when it looked hopeless. I remember those who held on to hope without needing a clear picture of the future, who walked by trust. That kind of faith moves mountains. Real faith. Faith that doesn't need proof to believe. Faith that rises just by hearing my voice. This message isn't for everyone, it's made for you. It carries your name, your hurts, your journey. It sees the unpaid bills, the pressure money has put on your heart, the way you silently compare yourself, and how hard you've worked just to survive, even when no one saw the weight you carried. It knows how you've tried to fix everything on your own, and that's exactly why this miracle was written. Not because of your strength, but because of my promise. This breakthrough isn't based on how much you've done, but on what I've already chosen to do. And I never fail. You've been pushing against strong winds. It's felt like progress is slow, like chances open for others but shut when you step near, like doors slip shut just before you enter. But that ends today, because the word I speak now changes what's natural. Where there was blockage, there will now be open ways. Where there was lack, there will now be supply. Where there was heaviness, there will now be ease. And where there was silence, now comes reply. I don't act out of need, I act on purpose. And there is a clear purpose for your life that hasn't fully shown up yet. That's why you felt this restlessness in your soul. It was the deeper part of you saying, there's more, something bigger is near. Something has already been released but hasn't arrived yet. The time of waiting ends now. Because my word never returns empty. Because once I've signed the release, it cannot be undone. And I have already signed it. But listen closely, this shift was activated by you. By your choice to pause, to stay, to be open. There are people near you right now who are also on the edge. People crying out for a sign. People almost ready to walk away. I want to use you for them, just like I'm reaching you now. Because what I pour into you will also overflow to others. The love I'm placing in you now will plant hope in their lives. Share this message with someone who needs it. Let it be a sign, a bold step, a seed that grows into something bigger, because those who give in faith receive in grace. I see it all. Every small act, every bit of kindness, every moment you choose to share with a full heart. Nothing done in faith is missed. Some will hear my voice through your action. And as for you, stay close. What I'm doing now is only the beginning. Take a deep breath, because what I declare over you now won't just touch your finances, it will also touch your thinking, change how you see yourself, rebuild your trust, and lift your life into a new space, a space filled with peace, clarity, and steady provision. Where fear once lived, peace will now rise. Where there was doubt, clear steps will now appear. Where things once felt heavy, light will now enter. And it starts now, because the word has already gone out, and you are right in the center of what I'm about to do. You feel it, you don't need proof or a full explanation. You know deep inside that it's me speaking to you. You've heard many words before. Kind advice, encouraging talks, motivating phrases. But they didn't truly reach you. This moment is different. This voice is different. It's mine, and when I speak, things move. My voice brings comfort. It guides, it sets apart, it calls, and it builds back what was broken. I am with you, right where you are now. No wall, no space, no delay can block me when I decide to step in. And today I've chosen to speak straight to your heart, no confusion, no cover. I've chosen to reach your spirit with my voice, because now, finally, your heart is open to hear what it couldn't hold before. You've asked so many times, is this really for me? Let me be clear, yes, it is. This is real. I'm here. I'm not speaking to a crowd, I'm speaking to you. Maybe others won't see it. Maybe they won't notice the shift happening inside you. But I do. I know the quiet parts of your heart. I hear the thoughts you never said out loud. And still, I stay close. I stay near, healing and guiding you, because to me, you've never been just one of many. You've always mattered. You were never an accident. You were never a backup plan. You were always chosen. You were always part of something greater. You tried to push that thought away, tried to explain it with reason, tried to believe it was all random, but now, you can't ignore it anymore. What you feel right now isn't just emotion, it's something deeper. It's as if something inside you has started to move again, like a quiet flame is starting to glow after being out for a long time. And that's exactly what's happening. I'm bringing back to life what the world tried to put out. I'm healing the parts that pain tried to break. I'm making your heart feel again, feel me, sense me. I know you've grown stronger, maybe even a little closed off, and I understand. You've been hurt. You've been let down. You've seen people use my name without showing my love. You've been through things that made you question if I was really near. But even then, you did fully walk away. A small flame still burned, and that's what I'm touching now. I don't need a lot, just a little. Just a heart that's open, just a yes. And now, your heart is finding its rhythm with mine again. What you're hearing right now isn't a speech or a performance. It's a moment of meeting. A moment where heaven touches earth. A moment just for you. Even if you didn't expect this, your soul did. That's why tears are rising. That's why your chest feels full. That's why your thoughts went quiet. Because I'm here, and when I show up, everything starts to shift. Even the hardest things become soft. Even what was holding you breaks away without a sound. You thought your chance was gone. You thought you had fallen too far behind. You thought the promise had passed you by. But I tell you, nothing is too far gone. No time was wasted. Every tear, every trial, every pause had a purpose. What looked like delay was actually preparing you. And now I come to return what you thought was lost. Because I am not like people, I don't forget, and I don't break my promises. I am the God who speaks with purpose and keeps every promise. I am the God who gives His word and never fails to fulfill it. And this voice reaching your heart right now is proof of that truth. You don't need to understand every detail. You just need to keep listening. Keep your heart soft. Because the more you stay open, the more I'll show you. The more you trust me, the more I will act. And when you surrender, I speed things up, doors open, change comes. And all of it begins now. Right now, while your heart is responding, while your spirit is awake. If this voice reached you in a way that no other voice has, mark it with faith. Like and subscribe, not as a task, but as a sign, as a step of agreement, a visible act showing what is happening inside you right now. Every act done in faith is seen. Every response matters. Nothing born from the Spirit is ever wasted. Stay close. I have more to speak, and what comes next will touch you even deeper. Breathe deeply, because what you're sensing right now is just the beginning. I saw it all. When you looked inside your wallet and tried to hide the worry. When you did the math and still couldn't figure out how to make it work. When you walked the aisles of the store, carefully choosing what to take and what to leave behind. I was there when you smiled in front of others, pretending everything was fine while the pressure inside your chest kept growing. I saw when you paused before asking for help, afraid of looking weak. I saw the way you held back your tears, how you swallowed your fear and kept going. You thought no one noticed. You thought no one cared. But I noticed. And I cared. I was there when the bills kept you awake, when fear tried to break you in the middle of the night. I stood beside you when yet another door closed, and you blamed yourself. I saw when the job you hoped for slipped away without warning, when the promotion you worked so hard for was given to someone else. I was with you then, and I'm with you now. I was with you when you stayed quiet to avoid worrying anyone, when it felt like you were carrying the weight of the world with nothing left inside to hold it up. I saw it all. I've been present in every moment. You don't need to explain a thing to me. I understood every sigh, every tear you let fall behind a locked door, every thought you tried to push away but couldn't. I felt your helplessness, your fear of failing, and the pressure of trying to stay strong when all you wanted was to rest. I was there when no one else even noticed, because you never walked alone. Even in the moments you felt forgotten, even when you thought I was quiet, I was holding you together. You kept trying. You sold things. You built new ideas. You stretched every bit of what little you had. You followed advice. You changed paths. You hoped the next step would finally work, but it all still felt stuck. Like something you couldn't see was holding you back. And deep inside, you started asking if it was your past catching up to you, if I was upset with you, if your faith wasn't enough, or if you simply weren't good enough. And so you kept going, quiet on the outside, but broken within. I know this kind of pain, and I don't turn away from it. I draw near. When you felt like you weren't doing enough, I saw how much effort you gave. When you felt weak because you needed help, I saw your strength in trying to protect your home with all you had. When you felt too small to even ask, I saw the honest heart behind your silence. I'm not moved by perfect actions, I respond to true surrender. And you, though tired, though hurt, though feeling limited, still chose to stay. And that, to me, is more valuable than gold. I saw you celebrate the little wins, like that one sale that felt like a miracle, that one bill you paid because of help you didn't expect, that one month where everything looked tight, but somehow you made it. I saw the moment you let out a breath you'd been holding for days. I heard your quiet thank you. I felt the joy in your heart when a new day arrived. You might not have noticed, but those small moments of peace, those quiet lifts in your heart, they were signs that I never lost control. Yes, the lack you faced lately has been real. I won't pretend it didn't leave a mark. It affected how you think, how you view yourself, and how you see your future. It shaped your choices. But I want you to hear this clearly, I never let it break you. I used that season to build something deep inside you. Not just something material, but something stronger than wealth. A quiet courage, a deep trust, a kind of faith that grows in secret, not in public. Because the most valuable treasures are shaped where no one sees. And now you're here, carrying all that you've been through, with your questions, your hurts, your weight, and I welcome all of it. I'm not asking you to hide what's broken. I'm not asking you to fake strength. I just ask that you hand it over. Because now that your heart is open, I can begin restoring more than your money. I can restore your soul. I can bring back your confidence, your lost dreams, your sense of value, and the hope that felt too far gone. I know the words that have been spoken about you. I know how people judge your failure, how they use your past like it was a chain that would always follow you. But I don't look through the eyes of people. They care about what's seen. I care about what's real. I look at the outcome. I look at the effort. They have started to fit in. I respond to honesty, and your heart is still soft, and that's all I need to work in your life. You didn't come here by mistake. This isn't just another message. It's me, reaching out. And if something is stirring in you as you hear this, it's because I'm truly moving. I'm breaking down the walls that built up in silence. I'm clearing away the layers of pressure and pain left by hard times. I'm healing the cuts that came from rejection, comparison, and the way you've blamed yourself for too long. Because before I pour out new blessings, I came to unlock what's inside you. That's why none of your pain will go to waste. It will be used. It will be changed. It will become your strength. What once felt like shame will one day be the story of your victory. What once felt like a heavy weight will become your strength. What once seemed like a disaster will become your place to speak from. Because I never let my children go through pain without a reason. And the reason behind all that you've lived through is about to come into the light. But before anything else, take a breath. Let yourself feel this moment. Let your heart receive it, because right now, it's your heart that I'm healing first. The money will come, but the true healing starts inside, and it's already happening. Your waiting was not wasted. Every day you lived with less, every night spent worrying, every time you tried your best and still came up short, I saw it all. And now, I want you to know, there is a command being spoken right now just for you. This is not just a kind thought. It's a direct order from heaven, written with my power and sealed with my promise. It has your name on it. Not the name of a crowd, but yours. That's why you're here. That's why you felt something shift when you heard these words. Your spirit knew this is real. This is divine. What I'm giving now is not ordinary. It's something planned long before you were born, and now is the moment for it to come alive. The help is already being sent, the path is being cleared, the right people are being moved into place. It's already started because your faith turned the key. You are not just waiting for a breakthrough. The breakthrough has been waiting for you. This answer, this change, this shift, it's real. Because when heaven speaks, it waits for a heart that says, I believe. It's not about being perfect. It's not about earning it. It's about being in step, being open, and choosing to trust. Your faith, even when tired, even when unsure, is still here. And that's all I need to open what's already been unlocked. Listen closely. A financial shift is coming into view. But before it touches your wallet, it needs to settle in your spirit. Because this is not just about money, it's about a new way of seeing, a new kind of trust, and a new season of steady provision. What once felt out of reach will soon become your story to tell. What once froze you in fear will now lift you up to lead. Because I am the God who shifts seasons with just one word, and the word I'm speaking over you now is abundance. If your heart agrees, type 777 in the comments as a sign of faith. This isn't just a number, it's a symbol. It's your way of saying, I believe and I receive. And when someone answers me with true faith, heaven begins to move fast. Don't ignore what you feel right now, it's not in your head. That stirring inside you is your spirit recognizing truth. And when your spirit recognizes it, the world around you starts to respond. The word has gone out. The battle with lack has been won. Now pause and breathe, because what comes next will be a clear sign of what has just been released over your life. I know your journey. I see what you do when no one's watching. I know the intentions of your heart, even when others question or misunderstand them. That's why today I've chosen to touch your finances, not by chance, not just out of mercy, but because I trust you. I see in you a heart that can carry what I am about to give. I don't pour out blessings just to impress, and I don't give more only for comfort. I open up heaven when I see someone who understands that what they receive is meant to be shared. You've lived through tight seasons and still chose to give. You had little and still chose to bless. You've seen struggle, yet still chose to stay kind. You had every reason to close off, but you kept your heart open. I've seen it all. I counted each time you acted in faith. Each moment you thought beyond yourself. Each choice to do right when doing wrong seemed easier. Each time you gave without knowing what would come back. All of that was seed, and now the harvest is beginning. What I am building for your financial life is not a short fix, it's a new system, a steady flow, a supply from heaven. And I'm putting it in your care because I know you won't use it to show off. You'll use it to pour into others. You're not trying to prove your value, you're ready to live your purpose. A heart like yours is not common. That's why I've kept it safe for so long. That's why I didn't let certain doors open too early, because I needed to be sure that when the resources came, you would be strong enough to handle them with wisdom. You are not someone begging for help, you are my child. You are not waiting for scraps, you are an heir to my promises. You carry my name, and with that identity, I not only give you access, I give you authority. What I'm about to release is not just meant to bless you, but to make you a blessing. There are people tied to your journey, lives that will feel the impact of your faith, families that will be helped by your kindness, dreams that will begin because of your obedience. I am shaping you into a vessel of miracles, someone who carries and shares my supply. This doesn't lift you above others, it places you in a role of trust. It's not about glory, it's about purpose. And I know you can carry this, because your heart is not filled with pride, it's filled with purpose. That's why the resources that once seemed locked away are now starting to move. Because now I see that you understand. You see the miracle not as the final prize, but as a tool. You see the blessing not as something for show, but as strength for your calling. You see that wealth is not to impress others, but to help others. So I tell you, do not fear what I'm about to do. Don't push it away when new doors open. Don't hold back when I send new chances. Don't hide when favor starts surrounding you. Don't be afraid of losing who you are. I have protected your heart until now, and I will keep doing it. What's coming will not take you away from me, it will bring you even closer. Because the more you receive, the more you will know me. And the more you know me, the more I'll shine through your life. Share this message with someone who has a kind heart but is struggling. Be the hand that lifts them. Be the one who carries the light. What you share with others, I will increase in you. The love you give, I will grow. Some are waiting for a sign, and this is yours. Now take this word and share it with those who still haven't heard. The financial breakthrough has already started to appear, but the biggest change is what's happening inside of you. Where you once feared not having enough, now you feel sure there will always be more than enough. Where you once thought only about getting by, now you're thinking about purpose. Where shame used to live, confidence is rising. Where things once felt blocked, now things are flowing. Because when I step in, I change everything.